Is it true that Esse was loaned a bicycle by the Germans? Yes.
Yes.
Is it true the perception that Esse put out on social media? The answer is no.
Okay, so we're talking about
is it the perception or is it people's interpretation? Because when I read it, her first thing she said was it was like impromptu. It wasn't something that was planned. If you plan for something, you know you're supposed to carry a bicycle and go there. That's my own perception.
Yeah, but you bought a bicycle. What's the big deal?
No, I didn't say a big deal.
You need to see the reaction on social media. And we even have a message from Tokwe Furowe, who says I'm paraphrasing now, says it's disgraceful. People on social media deriding the nation. What a country. I
didn't get it.
I don't understand what's going on. Are we looking for every slight opportunity to insult and abuse the country?
Yes. I think we should take a chill pill. Take a step.
But the loan itself is it not insulting? Like
no,
on its by
no. But do you know the full story?
No.
Olaoluwa, do you know the full story?
Because she said they had to come to arrest
you haven't answered my question. Because everyone,
I saw a tweet.
Including, listen, Olaoluwa, everyone is reacting to the tweets or the posts put out by Esse. Everybody. But do you know why what happened? Do you have any idea?
So I have an idea because I've read.
Okay, so what do you think happened?
So Senator Owen Eno did a tweet and tried to explain that people really
that's the sports minister.
That's the sports minister, yes. He did a long tweet. I read it this morning and all of that. But which means that Nigeria was already in that competition at the initial stage. They just didn't qualify for the Olympic Games itself. So, but they had the intention to reach the peak of that competition. So, what was she training with?
That's not the answer. That's not the answer, Olaoluwa.
Just
listen to Sports Zone. We'll find answers for you.
But funny enough, this is exactly what Courage told me about, and he said he wanted to listen to the Anazodo boys defend.
Because that's even the wrong choice of words, to defend.
I'm quoting Courage.
No, I'm reacting to what Courage is saying, which is what a lot of people are also saying.
Don't blame the messenger now.
No, but I'm sure that you're also queuing up behind Courage. And you are. You are. You are.
The thing where they pay you say I have Courage before you. Now they pay you. Oga, I'm not ready to get dragged into any.
Oh, goodness me.
I mean, this is the last day of the week. I want to be merry, and from here I want to go and enjoy my weekend. Biko. But one thing I will say though, we've not been happy with the fact that we haven't won medals and blah 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 blah. But if we do a deep dive into Favour Ofili's performance in the 200 meters final, and Samuel, what's his name? Samuel Ogazi's performance. They were actually, it was a very quick field, and they were actually, I don't know the technical terms, but even though Favour came sixth, her speed, and it was right up there. Do you understand?
For the final?
For the final, yeah. She was.
No, her speed was right up there.
She's done better than her personal best.
She's done better, but I'm talking about in that particular race. There's something.
Okay,
which one is known now?
No.
I'm saying, anyway,
her quickest race in the semi-final won't have given her gold in the final.
What I'm saying is that in that final, the final wasn't particularly for times. It was nowhere near a world record. Anything now. I'm talking about on the day she was competitive in the final cup. The fact that she was in.
Yes, she was
9 and all that. What I'm trying to say is that our people are not miles behind. We're in the same. Do you understand? Are
you praising her for effort?
No, what I'm saying. Yes, one for effort. Two, that she's not that far off from getting to the zenith.
Is that not what we said about Super Falcons?
Who said what?
Exactly.
I don't know that's what you people said.
Exactly. This your analogy is exactly what we did for the Super Falcons.
I don't listen to you. I don't. Three games, only 1 goal and 3 losses. I'm sorry, but
how does what you're saying make sense?
Because it has had 2 wins.
What are you saying, Shaggy? What are you saying?
Give me that credit for effort now. We're not giving credit for that person for effort.
How far back are the Super Falcons from the rest of the world?
Not too far off.
Hey, so what's your point?
Is it not effort? I just want to agree with that. That's all. I can't bring myself to.
Because I remember you giving credit to Operito as well, saying he put in effort, he went there, but he lost too.
Yeah, the Digress lost as well. But
and just to put this out there, the guy who won the 400 meters final, ran in lane 8. He won in lane 8, one of the most difficult.
What's his name now?
Hall.
Yes, the American.
And then the 200 meters final. Do you know there are 4 African nations in the final? Uganda, Zimbabwe.
As far as Nigeria is not there, we're not concerned.
And Botswana. Amazing.
Nigeria is not there, so we don't care.
Yeah,
no, but in the 200 meter, Botswana won it.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm just saying.
As long as we're not there, we don't care.
Exactly.
But so how do you open your minds?
Which mind? We like our mind all around Nigeria.
So now you're adopting other African nations.
No, I'm not. I know where you're going. I'm seeing you coming.
We don't care.
Ololuwa, can you come every day?
Oh man.
Or like Charles.
But by the way, the minister explained that the situation in his tweets.
Yeah, I saw it.
And it points it was very clear. There wasn't a problem.
No, but according to the minister, to compete, for ACE to compete, he said the federation, through ACE's club in Europe and working with a German-owned company, got a track bike for our cycler ACE. And so he didn't really talk. Make it look as if
listen. The only person.
ACE said they came to our rescue. Like the team that she was.
Olaloa has become another Pedro Peter.
No, she's not. I'm enjoying her. She should be every day. Yes,
everybody that just
goes and it's refreshing. You see,
I'm listening.
No, you know, Olaloa. Of course, what I like is that you actually have the temerity to stand up to Charles and what's his name, Femi. You understand? And I like that. You know,
that's the only joy that you have.
That's what I like. Yeah.
But I'm listening. I'm here to listen to.
Okay, look, we're gonna get confirmation, yes, but the best person that can explain the situation is the boss of the Cycling Federation in Nigeria. Yeah, Engineer Bashir Ahmed, I think it is. Anyway, this is what he says. Cycling Federation in Nigeria has debunked the story as a wrong presentation of the fact. President of the Cycling Federation, Engineer Masari, that's it, did say that ACE only qualified for the road race, and she was prepared for that event in terms of training and equipment, adding that her participation for 2 track events, carrying an individual sprint, was an emergency following the disqualification of an Egyptian track athlete.
So she was called up.
Yes.
The Cycling Federation stressed that the track events require a very special equipment which is approved specifically for the Olympic track event and requires many months before it can be delivered, and through our supporter and equipment sponsors we're able to get the bike for the competition. The German team is in partnership with our supporters and sponsors, and the arrangement was made to prevent her missing the competition. Our track bikes, which have been used for World Championships, cannot be used because they are not approved for Olympics. So AC was not registered for this event. It was an emergency situation.
So the
event is registered
for equipment was not ready. Basically.
No, her own equipment is today. It is there.
Her event
for the road race.
The one she jumped in for.
Yes.
She wasn't listed.
The one for the emergency, they didn't have it.
They didn't have it.
It will take some time to import it. It's the same thing. I understand that. It shows one of those 2 things. One, we're not prepared for emergencies. Like, this is a competition we're in.
No.
You're misinterpreting now.
No. They said for you to even order this, it takes months for you to order for the bike. So that means if we're going for the Olympic Games, she must have ordered for this bike, say, latest January. The fact that they haven't gotten it in.
The boys. Basically, for what Charles read, we didn't qualify for that event at all.
I understand that.
Okay.
Yes.
So it was somebody got disqualified, and then as the next best qualifier, we were called up. The equipment for that particular race is specific.
I know.
But she didn't come to that competition
for that particular event.
Okay.
So ergo, equipment was loaned to her by the German team. The engineer and I said the German team are technical partners anyway
one, and two, that bike is not cheap. $18,000.
Yes,
it's not about the money. It's about the explanation.
I know. No, I'm saying that after the explanation, people just felt it's not just bicycle. You couldn't just buy bicycle.
No, we're not. We are. You see, that's why on sponsor.
I know now.
We dive deeper. You understand? We take a deep dive into. So basically, it now depends on the way the athlete herself. What is the narrative? Because you see, the problems with narrative and narratives can be contextual. So it depends on what context people want to take it.
It was the manner in which she put out the tweets. Maybe no fault of hers, but the way Nigerians reacted to the story.
So it's not.
It's the context which Nigerians took.
I don't blame.
Let me explain why Nigerians will feel that way. This is not the first time an athlete will come and say, I got to the Olympics, found out that they didn't register me for this thing. So there have been errors and mistakes, and we are tired.
No, so
you literally see Nigerians now representing other countries and going home with medals. Those medals could have been ours. Yes. Now we are struggling to even have medals. So Nigerians are a little bit frustrated. They don't want to even hear about any other mistake. And in this case, the only way it makes sense to me is if the truth is that Ese was already in France before she was notified of that new
that's
it makes sense. So that means they didn't leave the country. They couldn't have left the country even if they had the equipment. It would have been difficult to move over. It makes sense.
We sit down to, and
but if they knew right from Nigeria about this new one,
I think that when we come back from the Olympics, we always say this, but we never do it. We really need to review some of the sports we're going for. Because all this, no. Ola mentioned something. No, she mentioned something now.
Make a point.
No, she mentioned. She said something about us failing.
No.
And I'm saying that when you say us failing, that number one. No, but that's what she mentioned. I'm going to what she said.
The important. For me, what is most important that she mentioned was the way Nigerians have reacted to this particular.
And we've all agreed that Nigerians overreact. But I'm saying that she now said that Nigeria always, that it's a story, there's a saying that, we always do this to our athletes. And I'm also coming back to say that, we've sat down here, we've spoken to some athletes, and we've said that preparing an elite athlete for an international event costs a lot of money.
Okay.
So what do we do? Like when we talk about football, should we go on and take a foreign manager that is expensive, or should we take a local manager that is cheaper? Which one can we pay for? And we have this back and forth every single time.
Is that what we're talking about, or the way Nigerians have reacted to this particular story? And what Olaoluwa was trying to explain is that Nigerians, to a certain extent, are tired of hearing stories of woe, tales by moonlight. Do you understand? So at the end of the day, if this thing is adequately explained, which I think the engineer has done.
Okay. Good morning. Joining us now from Paris is the technical director of the Cycling Federation. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good to have you on Sports Zone. How are you today? How's France?
It's my pleasure. We are doing great.
All right. For the benefit of our listeners, can you just introduce yourself so that people know who exactly we're talking with?
Yeah, my name is Mohammed Bashir, the technical director of Cycling Federation.
Okay. All right, sir. So, what exactly is the true story with Ese and Germany borrowing her a bicycle in Paris?
That was not what happened. Yeah, we didn't borrow a bicycle. You see, Ese is riding for a young Serum club in Spain, and it is a German that owns the club. And they are part of our partners with Castelli, that is also one of our sponsors that make provision of our riding gear, that is riding belt, JC, and so on and so forth. Ese qualified for road race, which she has been preparing for. But when we got to Paris on the 23rd of July, the UCI communicated to NOC and copied the federation that Nigeria has been given the slow due to the disqualification of Egypt, because the cyclist was banned by her federation, so there's no way she can come and participate. Based on that, and UCI is Olympics is a serious business, that anything that is going to be used on the track and the road race must be on specification approved by the UCI. So based on that, the president communicated to our sponsors and partners, and they made arrangement for the track bicycle. I was the one that went and collected the bicycle, took it to UCI and got the approval. Like I said, she's not the only one that was using K-on. We have a cyclist from Rwanda that are in the same clothes, and 2 other cyclists from German national team in the Olympic that are also in the same club with AC. So maybe it was the wrong choice of words that the two went, but that was not exactly happened. After I got the bicycle, I took it to them, including the JCs for UCI to approve so that she can use it. So that was what exactly happened.
Thank you so much for clarifying the issue.
The team is in partnership with and our supporters. That's the true picture, but we didn't borrow bicycle.
Thank you.
If they borrow bicycle, what would they use? They brought that bicycle purposely for her. What would they have used if we borrow bicycle from them? And our own is sprint, not sprint and carrying the area that they say we are to participate. Only 2 events in the track.
All right, thank you so much, sir, for clarifying issues for us. We appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you.
I think it makes more sense now.
So for you as like a man on the street or a woman on the streets, do you understand? That's really, and that's clear, Abby.
Because when you need to have seen comment section yesterday, like people were like, Nigeria will just find a new way
No. I think clarity, and unfortunately, a lot of times, people in positions of authority do not come out and give a clear and concise explanation to what went down. There's no transparency. You understand? So therefore, when there's a vacuum, it allows people to promote conspiracy theories. So I think we're all.
But there's no vacuum. There's no vacuum.
That's what I'm saying. In this case, there's none. That's what I'm saying. In this case, there's none. But in other places, like the Favor Philly case, there is a vacuum, because till tomorrow it has not been sufficiently explained.
No, but how about the other side of the story, of the divide, where Nigerians need to just take a chill pill and just wait for somebody to give you the true version of what really happened. Because the idea of always wanting to just wait for that singular opportunity, it's irritating to say the least.
It's expensive.
Let me explain to you, Charles. We live in a new world. It's not our generation. It's a new world. Look at what happened in the UK. What happened? A dirty, maniac, stinking 17-year-old boy went to a Tyler Swift's dance studio and murdered 3 little girls. But in the twinkling of an eye, what did they put out? That instantaneously they put out the boy was a refugee, an asylum seeker. That's what caused everything. But the boy was born in Wales. They had to break the law, because generally, if you are arrested at 17, they have no rights because you're still a minor. It's when you're 18 that you can be charged as an adult.
But his parents were asylum seekers, not him. His parents.
No, it's not. But it was put out that he was an asylum seeker. That's what it was put out. I was a Muslim. So at times you have to feel the infant.
But it doesn't make it's not an excuse for me.
Apples and oranges. Now the stories are different. It's apples and oranges. You can't compare death to.
All I'm saying.
No, all he's trying to say is that people, whether Nigerians, whether Americans,
the circumstance.
No, but even if I still think it's an excuse, because you really have to wait. Okay, so now you've destroyed people's homes, properties. You can't justify that. No. What I'm just saying is that as human beings, we just have to learn to wait
and listen.
The children of,
and I'm not concerned what happens in Europe or in the UK. I'm concerned with Nigeria, where everybody just wants to harp on so-called bad news to further darken the image of the country.
Well, at the end of
you need to have seen social media yesterday.
No, I can imagine, but at the end of the day, people have to react quicker. You understand? Because as far as I'm concerned, the Favor Philly thing is still smelling. As far as I'm concerned, the way John Finidi was treated is still smelling. Has the NFF spoken to tomorrow?
Shegun, I hear you making excuses for people.
Before we leave,
how long do we have to wait?
Before we leave the cycling story, number one, how much do Nigerians even know about the cycling story? Do we even know what cycling is all about? Do we know what sort of gear?
Are you saying Nigerians are stupid?
Nigerians are stupid.
Why do you have to go that route?
Cycling.
No. I want to clarify.
Because number one, when you mention Kieran,
okay, but how much of cycling do you or I know about? How much? Do you know anything about cycling?
Cycling is to ride now.
So we don't know.
To ride very
the first thing we should have even done is what sort of bike? What does she need? Where?
Femi,
what happened?
Femi, you are right. What Charles is basically saying, you or I, I'm not a social media now. I'm not. I will first want to know what happened.
Yes.
Let's hear an explanation. But what I'm saying at a lot of times, and I'm not defending anybody on social media, and the last thing I'll do is go to and start castigating my country on social media and everything. But I'm saying too many times the powers that be leave room for these things to happen.
So how did Cycling Federation leave room for this one?
Let me finish now. I'm not saying it necessarily happened in this case. It's quite possible that there was a rush to judgment. Charles has already accused me that I'll come in and start bashing.
Yeah. That's your stocking trade.
Started by saying courage sent message.
That's why everybody likes to listen to you because they believe. That's why, because they believe that you. Shegun is our kind of person.
Yes.
That will always criticize and condemn.
I'm fair.
You're not fair. You're not fair.
And you know, I was thinking,
what we've done today is what is known as fair.
yes, and I laud you for it. But I was thinking today, and I'm talking seriously now. Even this favor of Philly story. You know why you guys and I look at it differently? Because I'm 62. Favor is old enough to be my daughter.
So I can have her as a kid.
I don't have her. No.
What are you talking about?
I can have her as a kid.
What are you talking about?
I can have her as a kid.
Shut up, Femi.
I can have her as a
Favor is 21. Favor can be my daughter.
I can have her as a kid. No, I can have her as a kid. How old is she? 21. We need to go for that age. I can have her as a child. Yes.
You are not manufacturing such substances.
I can have her as a child. By the time by that age, I'm already I've entered puberty already. So I'm like, give better.
And you didn't have book to read.
Yeah, you didn't ask about that. So he said, can I give birth? Yes.
You can give birth to Favor.
Yes.
Please stop claiming child.
My age to her age, yes.
Maybe shade, maybe. Barely. Just barely manage, barely.
Oh man. In that favor, to be fair to us, we still said communication was poor. We admitted that communication was poor. The underlying factor here now is that once we go on social media, even as athletes, we should also understand that what you put out is what everybody will want with.
True that.
So, and that's the thing, because when the girl put out that post, when I read it, I interpreted it differently. And I just went on to check it. Okay, this is it. Let's wait for the federation to respond.
I don't even know why today's generation just seems to put everything out. Because before you type something and you post it, don't you read it again? Read it again.
Yeah, try and read it. And is it everything?
Read it for popularity too. Because now she's popular.
Femi, God bless you.
You did not know this girl.
You think it's clout, right?
But now you know her.
Clout. They call it clout.
Now if this girl
clickbait, clicks for traction.
After what Asa did, there's no way she did not get at least 200,000 followers at the end of it. I'm not saying it is.
But she said they had to come to her rescue.
No, I'm saying followers. No, I'm saying followers. Look at this girl. The followers she will get based on this post will triple. Because everybody click. They want to see updates. Same thing as Asa Brume. Automatically, Asa Brume's followership has increased. Maybe she got up to 500,000 because that was a national issue. I'm only saying that sometimes before we burn things down, we just calm down first and wait. And ask the right question, because even when we give answers, once we open the phone line, people will see colors and abuse.
Look at this. And I think I think I agree with you, because we don't like to give Nigeria the benefit of doubt. Whenever you hear anything,
which we must.
Let me just read out this message from Osazef, who's writing in from Igondo. Says the Ese bike saga shows that Nigeria has no plan for emergency. Secondly, immediately they heard that an Egyptian had been disqualified since July. Why didn't they start borrowing the bike?
From what the TT said, It happened when they're already in Paris.
Yes.
That's what I heard.
But how dare they not get a bike before that? Why didn't they get a bike before that? Nigeria is not ready.
This kind of responses.
One thing I will say, and to my numerous supporters, I'm like, as I said initially, take a chill pill. Read the story. Maybe read the backstory. Have you sent something to Courage? Sorry?
Have you sent something to Courage?
Courage is my guy.
Have you sent him message to him?
You know what Courage said? Courage said he hadn't verified the story. All Courage said was he's stacking aside that he wasn't there at Azodo Boys to defend it. So I just replied him, laugh at Azodo Boys.
but I have a question as regards preparation for the
Olympics,
sports like this.
Yes,
I don't know how far back.
Which one, cycling or generally?
Generally,
okay.
If you know that you're participating in a competition and you intend to get to the final, is it not important that whether you are there or not, you should understand what the specification of the equipment you need will be, and even practice with it even before you even get to that point? It's the part of preparation, because we hear about athletes that they practice for like 4 years. Even 4 years ago, they started doing things that they really want to do at the final when the official competition has not even started. And we see them excel. It's only when they win that they come out to say these things. I've been practicing for this for the past 4 years. But do we need to wait till we're in the competition before we get the specification?
This is a unique sport.
She didn't qualify.
So her mindset would have been different.
Yes.
Do you understand? She didn't qualify, ergo, so she was not registered for the event.
Two, she's going there and she's participating, like, okay, you know what? Let's just give it a try.
Oh, so she wasn't preparing to win.
The one she's participating.
She attempted to.
The one she's participating is today.
She didn't meet the qualifying specification.
It's today. The one that she's participating for is today.
But the question, would it have been bad if she was preparing?
How do you prepare for an event where your mind and your body is not ready for? She has a particular event where she's been preparing for, not this one.
So that, but if we flip
it's a whole lot of difference.
Well, how did
it's like saying if you're playing football and you're preparing to play basketball,
it means that there was like a competition before.
Yes.
That she didn't move past.
Yes. That's a pre.
But when she was doing that competition, was she preparing to actually go all the way to the finals?
She was, but
she did not make it.
She didn't make the cut.
So when did you not make that one? The one you qualify is when you focus on.
Exactly.
Also, maybe we don't know feedback.
Also, we don't know the qualifying window. It could have been last year. I'll need to check. We don't know when the window happened. So probably wasn't in May. She did the qualifiers. So that means she wasn't prepared for it. And just say, okay, let me just go and try it. It won't hurt me. It won't remove anything from my body. I'll try it. I know, and that's what she did.
And the funny thing, the flip side of what you just said. Now, can you imagine if you've put your heart and soul for qualifying for an event, and you now get to the set games, and then they don't register you?
I just knew they were going to go.
Can you imagine how you feel like that? Do you understand? You put your heart and soul and you qualified.
Why are you looking at Olua?
But that's not a reason not to prepare.
Why are you looking at her now?
No,
that's not a reason not to prepare.
I'm saying the flip side is somebody that prepared for an event and qualified.
But we're here.
And then I don't want to look at you people. And from what I'm going to sit in the corner, I need to break your voice up. I have to separate you.
How? Let's take some calls. Let's just take one. Let's just take one call. Hello, good morning.
I greet you.
Hey, Baba. Kelvin.
The way they bash me for this studio, Kevin. Well, I don't save me from the. Boys.
We are 8 years.
Sorry?
Oh, yes. The station and the show.
Yeah, yes, the station, yeah.
And the station. Congratulations, all of us.
Thank you, all of us. So, yes, so. Kelvin, one of our first sisters.
To the Uncle Jimmy of this world.
Yes, so. In fact, we inherited you from Uncle Jimmy now. You and Chief.
Yes, so.
Yes.
I find it a bit insulting when you say Nigeria likes to beat that down.
Likes to what?
No, that Nigeria like to bring their country down.
Yeah.
Nobody is bringing the country down. If things are not done properly, so she shut up and keep quiet. She not talk.
That's not the point.
No, that's the point you're trying to.
That's not the point.
Let me finish now. So this issue that happened to Filina, for example, When we talk about it now, you tell me that you're breaking our country down.
We're gone with the Ophili statement. We're going with the Ophili time.
This issue of this cycling matter now. So this is how, no matter what you say, if I was in the federation, for example, there's only of participating since it was impromptu. So we don't need. You can't go to what you are not prepared for. You just go there and mess up yourself. So all the excuses that have been given, no wahala, the tweet and all that, no problem. But sincerely speaking, if I was in the federation or I had that federation, I will cancel Nigerian participation from it since we are not prepared. So nobody's bringing the country down. We don't like that. Just yesterday we talk about the structure of this country in terms of sports. This we talk about it. You had your guest from UK, what he said. If you're related to Philly or your Philly was your daughter, we'll be happy what happened to her. Let's stop all these sentiments, Danny. Let's learn to do things properly. Nobody's bringing the country down. If things does not go well, we'll speak about it. I will have the right to do so.
There's a difference between speaking about something, and outrightly condemning when you have no facts to verify whatever it is that you're saying. There's a big difference.
And the difference here, if I understand Kevin clearly, is the event she's supposed to participate in, she has her equipment. If the federation says athlete should not participate, and she goes on social media and says exactly, we'll come back to this thing again and start complaining. Why did you prevent her from going?
Because what's wrong in asking the athletes, can you do this? And she says, I want to do it.
There's nothing wrong with
There's nothing wrong with that.
Back up, fine, go and do it.
So which means we all accept that what the AFN did with Faye was terribly wrong, because they didn't tell us.
Do you know what they did?
They didn't tell us she was competing.
Have you confirmed that?
That's what I know.
Okay.
Okay. There are quite a lot of messages. Let me start from the very beginning. This one here from Tokwe Forward says, it's perplexing to note that despite having a cycling federation in place under the auspices of the sports ministry and boasting a world-class velodrome in Abuja, we still witness such embarrassing and unacceptable shortcomings. It's only a matter of time before incompetence is wiped out from top to bottom in our country, because incompetence can't persevere itself forever. It doesn't have that capacity.
Can't preserve.
Yeah. Okay.
I just want to say, having heard the interview with the TD and the explanation of the Cycling Federation boss, do you still think the same?
That's a valid question.
The next message here from Bayoshola, totally unrelated to the cycling story, but if you are having a bad day, just remember that Mustafi, a former Arsenal player, once marked the referee.
Once what now?
Marked the referee.
Okay.
Babalola Abdulgafar says, good morning, Sports Zone. It's like at this point, it's like Mr. Femi will have not to comment on Uncle Shagun's thoughts. When Femi said no, Baba replied, Ogawiti now. Seems Mr. Shagun is tired of the Anazodos.
I'm tired of them, man.
Okay. This is
nepotism.
It's the 4x100 meters that Ophili was fastest with 10.02 time. Ebuka from Bagada. Okay. Good morning, guys. Charles, we got notice of the emergency situation 2 weeks ago, according to the minister. Why wait the final day to borrow bikes? The explanation even makes it worse. Kenny from Agudo. This one from Aisha Tilela says, good morning, Sports and family. We know a lot of things it's not right with our system and the way we do our things, but Nigerians need to be calming down, especially when we don't have all the facts.
You just heard, just in response to that, you got the minister said, that notification was given 2 weeks ago. You just heard the message put out by the Cycling Federation boss that it takes months to get the equipment needed for this particular event.
In Paris anyway.
It takes months. So loaning her a bike because she wanted to participate is only logical.
This is She was not planning to participate in the Olympics, and we can't blame the Nigerian Cycling Federation for not providing her with a bicycle. We just always want to escalate things unnecessarily in this country. Person we go watch games, we then call to come race by chance. Sanchez from Ibadan.
What's happened? They say they don't reach Paris before they get before they tell they say Egypt, they don't disqualify Egypt. So then come look, say, okay, how we could come drama? We say go need keke make a ride.
Bicycle.
Bicycle. But based on the source, but basically Germany didn't borrow us one of their bicycles.
Yeah.
They have a technical partnership with our club in France, so they provided a bicycle.
Yeah.
So I think the misconception is the word loan or borrow. So it's not that they had extra, they procured one for her, either from their shop. I don't know where they got it from.
And it's even easier to try to get from Germany to France.
Exactly. So they put in a request and it was supplied. It was delivered to them. It wasn't one of the German team's bicycles. So because that would imply that they had extra bicycles to give. Yeah. And in fairness, this young lady did not qualify for this event ab initio. She was only told when they were in Paris that since
you go do this one.
Say they don't drive person come out, they go come put on there. You understand?
Chuksopia sends a message, says Olaloa is really a breath of fresh air. No grief for the Anazodo men in the studio. This one here says, good morning, Franklin from Shomolo. How can the AFN man say is qualified and yet she's participating? Because someone has disqualified. I just reading the messages. I said, I just read the message. It says the federation is not completely on.
We will check it on tire.
You know what? Maybe I'm going to go over to the dark side.
Storm from Aaron says that equipment can be bought in France. So says a reliable source in France. The truth is, we are not a serious country, and this shameful act won't stop until there's a drastic change in how we prepare for major tournaments like the Olympics. I know. I'm not going to media. It's not really remaining. Good morning, Sports and Lady of Sports Zone. I can assure you that this man is lying. It's simple. He's just trying to save face. The truth about the incident will definitely come out with time. Emmanuel. That's what he says. Another one here says, it's unfortunate that the government didn't disappoint when it comes to disgracing the nation. We borrow money from Europe and World Bank, and now it's even bicycle.
If you want to be a part of us, first off, follow us across all social media pages at Lagos Talks 913 is our handle. And of course, kindly like, share, subscribe, and make sure you're a part of the Lagos Talks family.